that spell. Hopefully I'm not going to be covering up anything on screen, because I don't really know where to put myself. Because I know health bars are in the bottom left and in the bottom right. Anyway, hello, I've decided to replay Library of Ruina because Limbus, I've already finished the story in Limbus so far. So, waiting for more stuff on that, although pretty excited about. What is it again? Railway, whatever? Anyway. Early April, hard mode content. That'll be fun. Anyway, I've already backed up my saves, so don't worry, but I'll be starting a new game and we'll go through the game. From the start, I go out to the street, my hands in my pockets. Scene 1, Canard. Canard. I'm not sure how to say that, I'm gonna be honest with you.
이곳을 나갈 수는 없어.
Wait. I'm gonna turn down the voice volume. And maybe all the volume. I don't know how much. I don't know if anything's too loud, so let me know, please. Thank you. I still cannot leave this
끝까지
place.
나는 자유롭지 못하네.
Even at the end of all this, I cannot be free.
분수에 맞지 않는 꿈을 품어서는 안 된다는 거야.
Not allowed to have a dream that is beyond my means.
젠장 불안눈물.
Why is it? I'm pretty sure that it's meant to look like that, but I forgot that the start of the game looks so goddamn foggy. Damn it. The purple tear.
이딴 방식으로 일을 처리할 줄이야.
I can't believe this is how she handled it. Wow, he straight up just says that at the start, huh? I literally never remembered that. Okay. Well,
뭐가 어떻게 된 거야?
this is what I'm replaying the game for. Just spotting all the things that I missed the first time around. What the hell happened? What's with all this smoke? It's the smiling faces. I guess I'll have to trust her.
한 번만 말할게.
I'll only say this
난
once.
복잡하게 돌려서 말하는 것을 정말 싫어해.
I despise verbose and roundabout speech that doesn't get straight to the point.
그러니까 괜히 말 늘리지 말고 묻는 말에만 대답해.
So don't try to get wordy. Just answer my
물론
questions.
질문도 하지 마.
You don't get to question me either.
넌 어디서 그리고 어떤 목적을 가진
Where did you
채
come from? How did you
이곳에
enter
어떻게
this
들어왔지?
place? And for what purpose?
뭐야? 넌 누군데?
Just gonna put that down. Well, who are you to... Boy, I'm suddenly getting all nauseous. My leg!
난 경고했고
I warned you, and you crossed the line.
다시 한번
Let me
물어볼게.
ask you one more time.
넌 어디서
Where did you come from? How did you enter this place? And for what purpose? I was just walking around and ended up here before I even realized it. I have no idea how I got here. Damn it. What's gushing out of my right leg? I swear I wasn't trying to trespass. I don't even know where this is. I woke up around 1 PM and started walking around the streets of District 13. Since I was just out and about, I figured I could go wherever I wanted, so... Oh my god, there's so much text that it expanded mid-sentence. So I decided to drop by Ham Ham Pang Pang. Heard they served a weekly special sandwich. Anyway, I had bills to pay, got no jobs, had to make a living somehow as a one-man off.
너무 길게 말했어.
You dragged on too long. I'll be taking your left arm and left leg next. You have no purpose, and you don't even know how you got here. Just who are you? Just an ordinary fixer who's hit rock bottom. What the hell is this place? And who are you? Come on, take 2 limbs at once is cheating.
질문은 내가 해.
I'm the one asking questions. Your name?
롤랑.
Roland.
좋아.
Good.
이곳은
Welcome to the
도서관이야.
library. We've yet to serve any guests, but then you suddenly appeared out of nowhere.
이곳에 초대받지 않은 손님은 절대
It took me
들어올 수
quite a bit of
없게
effort designing this library to ensure that no uninvited guest could enter, you see? Damn it. These limbs were all I had. I don't have any cash or mortgages to get new ones anymore.
기절했군.
Seems he's fainted.
일어나.
I forgot that Angela wore that outfit at the start. I'm also... I was recently rereading Wonderlab, and boy howdy, I completely forgot that Angela in Library of Ruina has short hair. Well, I know that she doesn't even appear in Wonderlab, but there's the manual who kind of looks like her, and she has the pigtails, I think. Wake up. My legs, my arms.
뭐야?
Wait, they're all intact again?
이걸로 다시 팔을 휘두르고
You should be able to swing your arms and walk again.
전에 몸보다 더 쓰기 편하도록
And I made a
몇 가지
few
재고
readjustments to your body to make it a bit easier to use. Oh my god. Can you imagine waking up and then someone is just like standing next to you and they're just like, I made a few readjustments to your body. That would be horrific, I think. Truly just the worst. Did I tweet? I'm gonna make sure that I tweeted. This music's so good. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, I tweeted. Okay. And I made a few readjustments to your body to make it a bit easier to
네가
use.
무단 침입을 하기는 했지만 내가 일방적으로 앗아갔으니 그에 대한 사과의
Although you did trespass on my library, I also took your limbs away without your consent, so I'm giving you these as an apology.
난 인내심이 많고
I'm quite patient and generous, you see, are you? Patient, my ass. Am I really supposed to be thankful for this?
그리고 그
And your warning isn't in effect anymore, right?
그래.
No, not anymore. I had a few thoughts while you were knocked out.
결론은 이거야.
And here's my conclusion. You'll help me out here.
뭐?
What? Huh? Do syndicates these days kidnap people this way too? Or is this one of the wings? Heard rumors that they abduct test subjects from here and there for singularity research.
내가 아는 사람도 그런 실험에
An acquaintance of mine apparently began jumping dimensions as a side effect from one of those experiments. I wonder if that was Isang. I mean, it might not have been, but like it could have just been some random unnamed character, but I think it could be Isang. Otherwise, it's probably someone from W Corp, right? If it's dimensional shit. I don't think it's Iori because she wasn't like experiment stuff. She just had her powers naturally. My life really is an unlucky mess.
여기는 도서관이야.
This is a library. I don't know the syndicates you're talking about, but this place isn't a wing at least.
관심 없어. 모든 거에
Doesn't really matter.
여기에 갇혀서
Whatever the case, I'm trapped here and you'll exploit me, right?
그래.
Yes. I'm letting you live for two reasons.
첫 번째.
First, I need an analysis of how you could enter this place uninvited. Sending you back or neglecting you without knowing the reason could pose a significant threat to the library. Well, it's not like you can leave without my permission anymore.
두 번째. 난 이제부터 도시에 대한 책을 얻으며 단 하나의 절대적인 책을 구할 거야.
Second, from now on, I will collect books about the city in search of the one absolute book.
이 과정을 도와주면
And I want you to help me with this process.
넌 도시에서 살고
Since you
있는
are a
인간이니까
resident of the city, I expect you to be helpful in various ways. I knew this would happen to me someday. People would disappear without a trace, only to be found as chunks of flesh much later. Oh, I used to laugh at those poor folks for being so careless and unlucky, but now I see it has nothing to do with carelessness or anything, huh? Just happens without a moment's notice.
목숨에 대해서는 걱정하지 마.
Don't be too concerned about your life.
이곳에서 내가
You are not allowed to
허락하지
die here unless I permit you to. Is everything working? Is my mic on? Yeah, it's on. Okay, sorry. I'm anxious. Damn it, so this was a crazy laboratory sort of deal. Do you like shove random stuff like corn kernels and clockwork into people's stomachs and turn them into walking popcorn spewing popcorn machine men or something? Oh, this has got to be the worst of the worst. I'd much rather die and be over with it all.
앞으로도 또 그런 개소리를
If you
하면
spout such nonsense one more time, I'll gladly turn you into a human popcorn machine as you so wish.
난 말 같지도 않은
I've already
소리에
gone through so many
개소리를
cycles of
하니
bullshittery,
너무나도
responding to
오해를
every bit of meaningless rubbish. Sorry, ma'am.
정식으로 인사를 할게.
Let me introduce myself properly.
내 이름은
My name is Angela. I am the head librarian and director of this library. Angela. That's a good name.
그래서
So, what am I supposed to do? Wait, hold on. Oh, I can't go back. He paused right in the middle of that name. Thinking of someone else. So, what am I supposed to do?
도서관에 초대된 손님을
Your role is to
인계해주면
welcome the guests invited to the library.
내가 도서에서 작성한
I will carefully determine what guests to invite and write an invitation accordingly, and you will entertain the guests once they accept the invitation and arrive at the library. Since you have actual experience working as a fixer, I'm sure you will be able to give the various types of guests a much better reception than I could.
뭐 그래봐야 퇴물이 된 구급 해결사지만 말이야.
I'm just a washed up grade up 9 fixer though.
때라는 것은 뭐야?
What's this reception about, anyway? Do I catch their eyes or be a waiter for them or something? It's simple. You just have to deal with the guests, in a physical manner of course. The library presents the guests with an ordeal, and books will open up in the process. The guests who have overcome the ordeal will be deemed worthy to earn their books. There is the possibility that you may die in the process of reception, but it's only temporary. You'll get back up when the library closes. No one here may rest without my permission.
너 혹시 해결사한테 무슨
Do you happen to have some weird fantasies about fixes? Aren't you expecting too much from a grade 9? I'm not as talented as you seem to think, you know. That's none of my business. I've prepared a manual for you, so go ahead and figure things out for yourself. I think I get the gist of it now. So, how does the invitation exactly work? Open up the invitation and register the books you wish to serve to your guests.
그러면
And next, the invitation will be naturally sent to those who need the books. That's it? Sounds a bit too easy. The invitation is another carefully crafted work of mine, much like the library. Yes, think of it as a compass. It would be easier to understand that way.
방향을 알려주는
Ah.
그런
A compass? As in the tool that tells directions? That's right. The invitations will guide me towards the one book that I truly wish to obtain. And sometimes, the invitation may turn red according to the books you've registered. A red invitation indicates that it can be sent to the special guests who will unravel the next part of the story. First time I played this game, I never actually realized, well, it took me a long time to figure out how to stop getting generic receptions, and actually like proceed in the story. I just kept encountering the rats. I just kept beating the rats up again and again. I guess they're not a generic reception, but like I couldn't figure out how to put the books in. And I also didn't realize that the tutorial was also literally in the story part, because I was kind of speed reading through it, I think. Until we register the books that match what the red invitation wants, our journey will be halted for a bit.
초대장을 받는다고
But there's no guarantee that the guests will always respond to the invitation, right? In fact, there is. They're destined to come. And the guests will accept the invitation of their own will and enter the library. That's surprisingly polite and fair for something that takes place in the city. Most of the time, people's lives are taken away by others without any consent or agreement.
그래서 책들을 얻으면
Should I just turn the voices off? I'm gonna mute the voices unless someone tells me that they want them back. Well, anyway, once we get those books, what comes next? The library is a place of limitless possibilities. Even I cannot fathom the infinite space and power of this library just yet. That's why I wish to complete the library by filling that space with books. And I will get in my hands the one perfect book that will complete me and my library. The perfect book, huh? I suppose those books are different from the ones I know.
Open the
Curtains, lights on. Don't miss a moment of this experiment. Oh, the book is strange, like clockwork orange. Keep your eyes buttered till the end. I forgot that it plays in this part as well. Are you going to be inside the minute you see someone else in that body? Dance for me 1 and 2 and 3 and turn around, sit like a doggy till I finish my read. Cut it off, cut down your loss. Solid stubborn loyalty is gonna get killed in a world built on convenient theories. For the puppets on TV, there's comfort in the strings. If you're gonna control me, at least make it interesting theatrically. When does it end for me? Think I am done with everything. Now I'm ready to leave. Dragging out 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines. Connect our hands when I no longer can live on knowledge alone. You gave me strength. Maybe there are still happy answers left for my discovery. What's the color of the electric sheep you see? And if you love me, can you love your everything too for me? Nah. I want to do an actual cover of that one day. I need to find people's commission. I need to find artists with... I need to find more artists with like Project Moonbrain Rot, please. And I need to commission them. Preferably ones that are able to draw furries. I know that's like a weird Venn diagram that is probably very small. A reception begins by sending an invitation to guess whom you want to... You know what, I'm just gonna skip this because I know how it works. Book of something. Lick and stamp. Hey, hurry up and scrape them up, now. The Zwei goons might arrive at any second. I'm doing my best here. I just can't seem to get a clean rip of his guts. The contents of this guy are weirdly different. Never even heard of a body modification procedure that does this. Something's off about these organs. They're looking really strange. Damn it. The footsteps are getting closer. Forget about clean cuts, just pull them out and take them. At any rate, at this rate, our heads are gonna get nicely chopped off of our bodies. Why does he have this kind of stuff in his body? Whatever, just take them. We're out of time. Just about done. Now run! Ah, that was close. You're a bold one, Pete. Going for gut harvest in a territory managed by the Zwei. These are the only jobs we have left. We have to climb up by any means necessary. Whatever it takes. You know my dream, right? To become one of the fingers of the back streets? I'll admit, it's rare to see someone with a dream these days. Let's sell off these guts we've hauled first. We've got to prepare enough cash to offer to the stray dogs. True, this could be our chance to join an urban legend class syndicate. Alright, time to check out the harvest. Hey, is this a joke? You sure you scraped up the right stuff? I told you, this guy didn't have a proper single organ inside him. I expected innards soaked in drugs like enkephalin at worst. These are damaged too badly. It's almost like someone already blew them up. We only doused him with anesthetics, didn't do no harm. This doesn't make sense. How could he have even walked around with these messed up organs? What if it's one of those? You know, rumors say there's a guy who skewers and threads people alive to turn them into dolls. Wow, I didn't actually realize they foreshadowed that at the start of the game too. Yeah, I've heard of that too. But look at the state of these things, not the case at all. I hear those dolls are made by threading flesh and bones together, but this son of a bitch didn't have any scars or stitches showing outside. Now that I think about it, there was a round orange symbol in the back of his neck. I thought it was a tattoo at first, but he didn't seem like the type to have one. He was a desk-working dweeb. Symbols? Tattoos? Damn it, please don't tell me we poked the wrong beehive. Besides that, he also had this envelope in his body. What the hell is an envelope doing in a human body? This keeps getting worse. Give me that. An invitation to a library? What's this about? Books? We can get books from the library? What a bunch of nonsense. It was a flop after all. The payment's due tomorrow. We got 7 hours to be exact. There's too little time for another run of gut harvesting. We're heading to the library, as the invitation says. I don't know what this book thing is, but we're out of options. We gotta take any chance we get. Isn't this just suicide? We don't know what kind of place it might be. It can't be any worse than dying to the stray dogs of the Zwei Association. We're screwed anyway. Shut up and follow me if you want to live. What was that we just saw? Fragments of the invitation process. We can take a peek at the stories of our upcoming guests. Didn't take you for a peeping Tom. It's more convenient to know what kind of guests will visit us in advance, isn't it? Besides, this is the invitation's will, not mine. That's a splendid thing you got there, ma'am. Prize upon people and kidnaps them too. Was it meant to say spies? I don't know. A perfect tool for crimes. Heck, if the invitation can do all that, why don't we just skip the whole reception part? Can't we just teleport them right into a room full of traps or something? I cannot do that. I can only take a peek when it has been decided the guests are coming here of their own volition. And the invitation's power isn't wholly mine either. I'm simply borrowing it. Yeah, no way anything can go so smoothly in the city. The desperate guests. Tell me, was the invitation responsible for that symbol and internal damage as well? What? Not a chance. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened. The invitation simply finds a way to those who need it. That means that those weird happenings were someone else's doing. I've never seen that kind of phenomenon back when I was a fixer. It's like something from the ruins. Ruins? Hold on. Wait. When did... Was that yesterday's promise, or was that... They were talking about the puppeteer, but I think that the symbol and stuff were actually yesterday's promise, right? Was yesterday's promise... Because I know that the puppeteer was active. Well, I'm pretty sure the puppeteer was active. When Roland was working. But I don't remember if yesterday's promise was. Ruins? I don't know a whole lot either. Well, I only heard stories of it. Should I describe it as magic? That kind of stuff exists in the ruins, apparently. In any case, we simply greet our guests. They seem to be low class, but oh well. Those are probably a bunch of lowly gangsters from the backstreets. We call them rats. Groups of half-assed thugs that barely qualify as a syndicate. They don't have money or power. They're losers who only think about making ends meet day by day. I think I might have just roasted myself here. The back streets. I know of them. You do? Someone I know is from the back streets. Well, that's nothing special, really. The back streets stretch all over the city like veins. Heck, it might actually be tougher to find someone who isn't from the back streets. So this is a library. Looks fancier than I thought. Could be a bunch of valuable things here. Greetings, dear guests. This is the library. And I am Angela, the librarian of my role's namesake. You may find what you desire here, but you also may end up yielding your precious possessions to me. You the owner of this place? Well, let's take whatever we want here, right? Indeed. You may own books, to be exact. If you're able, of course. Are those book things really worth a lot, though? Of course they can be, if the information they hold is valuable. Mangchi, beggars can't be choosers. Gotta cling on to anything we can find. May you find your book in this place, then. My Angela voice is really going all over the place. Oh my god, I forgot how obtuse the tutorials are. It's fine. Thankfully I know all this stuff. I was playing when the game was updating. When did I join again? Was it around Urban Myths that I started playing? I know I started playing before Lovetown, because I was there for that update and I remember seeing everyone losing their minds. Ba-da-bum, bum, bum. Do, do. Studio EIM's music is so good. Can I close this tutorial, please? Thank you. I thought I would have to click like an X or something. I didn't think I could just like click the thing itself. That's just an evade, I don't care about that. Where's the... Oh my god. I forgot the UI is like this. Okay, here it is. I forgot. Attacks... Do attack dice still... No, they just clash normally, don't they? Oh, I only have one speed die, lol. Okay, that makes sense. Whoops. I thought that would defend against the gut harvesting. My bad. Sorry, Lenny. Lenny is like the only one of these rats that I actually remember. Because I remember like... I think I remember seeing people trying to take him into like Star of the City shit. Very good. Man, why is charge and cover an attack and then a block? If only it was a block and then an attack. I think it would have been much more useful. Oh, I hope I'm not covering anything useful in the AUI. I wonder, is it so important for them to belong to a renowned syndicate? It's all part of the city life. Oh, bless me. You have to belong to a group, be it syndicate or anything else. Bless me again. Living in the city gets too tough otherwise. Floor of General Works opened. Ta-da! Yay, we got... Wow. I always like to keep one copy of each book. Here we go. I actually don't know if the rats are better than the normal pages. They're about the same. I'll just take Lenny because I like your outfit. And I don't think I have that thing yet. I forgot to take... Oh, that's how you get rid of them. I forgot. That's probably fine. Don't have passive attribution yet. Sorry, I'm slowly remembering how to use this UI. Okay. It's been a long time since I last played. Foiled again. I didn't go through all the trouble of becoming a fixer to do mundane chores like this. You know how it is. Only a select few get to rise up in the ranks. But still, we might see the light of day one day if we start out with the smaller tasks, don't you think? I envy your optimism, Finn. But a request like, please find my lost cat before night falls is seriously not it. Garbage officers get garbage requests. Yeah, Finn, you probably had better things in mind when you became a fixer. You know, a bigger field to play on. I'm sure I can move on to a nicer office or become an associate fixer someday if I keep working hard. Then I might... That's odd. There's an envelope in my pocket. It says, The Invitation. Smells fishy. Can't overlook something like this. Besides, if what's written on the invitation is true, those books would be of interest to several associations. It is interesting, but we don't exactly know what's in the library, right? We should report this to the office first and take care of it formally. I ain't about to feed a garbage office that won't feed me. We're going first if you don't wanna. They call themselves fixers. You happen to be friends with them. What? Look, assuming all fixers know each other is... It's like picking two random pedestrians and hoping they know each other. Your question is basically asking these two strangers, you're both humans, so you must know each other, right? You get what I mean? I should expect to see many different kinds of fixes if what you're saying is true. Pretty much. When do I get my other librarians? Is it after the realizations? I don't remember. Heightening emotions. Just clash with them and then they'll get more emotions. It's fine. Oh. Wow, that was horrible. Roland, you did such a bad job, an unbelievably bad job. I need to see if this is how evade works. Probably would have worked if he rolled a little higher. The fact that Roland has to solo this is really troublesome. Because he only gets the one speed die. Can't wait until I get Yujin. Oh. Really, Roland? How are you rolling this badly? I don't know what's happening to you. Oh my god. How are you rolling this badly? You're really good, Roland. Big fan. What was the roll range on that dice? Probably should have checked that. Hold on, librarian info. Just gonna... Where's that hood? There you go. The thing that everyone gets immediately. What's the roll range on... This guide survive? 1 to 7. Yeah, you just keep... doing a pretty bad job with it. Ayo. Sorry. We'll take one of these. 2, 3... whatever, this is fine. Okay, do I need to fight the rats again? Because I ran out of... Yeah, okay. Hold on. Uno momento. Oh. How's this? Fatal, normal, weak. I mean, at least you have a passive. I guess I'll use you. Is there another... Do I have any other 3-cost cards? Focus strikes. 3-5... Okay, God harvesting is probably for the best. Let me just beat up the rats again, I guess. I should have kept another copy. Do 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 do. Hold on, I'm gonna turn on auto roll. Where is it? Book mode. Here we go. What was the button again to just like auto select? 7? Nope. I remember there was... Oh, here we go, P. Sure, whatever. I don't want to think, I just want to beat up the rats. No thoughts, head empty. Hey, I made a good choice that time. Roland rolls really well when I'm not choosing the pages for him to play, I see. Where did that evade die go? Wait, do those rats never get more than one light? So can they like actually just straight up not ever... Can they just never play gut harvesting? Was I seeing that right? I might have mistaken it. Anyway, let's do this one more again. Skip the story because I just read it. Now you might be wondering why I'm wearing your outfit to beat you up. Don't worry about it too much, it's fine. It's best not to think. I think that's good life advice. Whatever, you can do that. They're playing the same card. Jesus Christ. What are you weak to anyway? Slash, I think. I can't remember. Oh. PS apparently. I never realized that I could just hover over those to tell what each one meant. Because I could never remember which, like, whether it was glowing. I could never remember, is that weak or is that fatal? Apparently if it's blinking, then it's weak. No, if it's blinking, then it's fatal. If it's just a solid, bright color, then it's weak. Project Moon loves to make me suffer the UI. What the hell is this icon here? What is this glowing thing? I don't think that's meant to be there. Is this because I deleted my save? Is it telling... Is that like a realization or something? I'm pretty sure I did all the realizations though. I don't know what's happening there. Let's not think about it too much. Sir, they still haven't responded back to us. Something must have happened in that library. Plenty of fixes disappear without a trace. Whether they died or ran off, further lack of response means a violation of contract, and they're facing expulsion from my office. I never realized just how fucking short Finn is. Look how tiny he is. He doesn't even get to this guy's shoulders. He's like... upper arm. Finn's standing there looking directly at his pecs. And there's too little evidence to back up your claim about this invitation. A door appeared out of thin air when they signed the paper, and they disappeared into that. Could be rich people shenanigans or a wing experimenting with its singularity. Yun's office does not have any time to spare with things like that. I might still be a grade 9 fixer, but I can sense that something's off about this. Oh really? How tragic that such good instincts of a grade 9 fixer are wasted on our humble office. Ah, listen up, little frog in the well. In this city, insane events happen every second of the day, most of which you haven't even heard of. You won't have time to be feeling off about something when there's numerous other things that need your attention. If you can't present visible evidence right now, it's not worth looking into. What about that envelope right in front of you, operator? What? You little brats trying to pull a cheap trick on me? I didn't do anything, I swear. Get out for a moment. Hey, this is Yun's office. Got a good lead this time. Lend me some cash so I can hire a few. No, seriously, I have a good feeling about this. Ah, true. You can end up failing like you said. I can check just one more time if you want. I'm not exactly fond of this method, but... I have one guy fit for the job. It seems fixers must report to their office before they can even begin working. Well, that's formally the case. I could bypass that since I ran a one-man office though. Fixers aren't any better than syndicates when it comes to greed. And it looks like this guy is trying to exploit a naive kid too. So this is the library. Yeah, Yun said we might even get sponsorship from an association if I succeed. I'll do my best. Greetings, Fixer. I am Angela, the librarian of my role's namesake. Hello, I'm Finn, a fixer at Yun's office. Is it true that I can find books containing lots of information in this place? Yes, of course. You were given the invitation for that exact reason. May you find your book in this place. Oh my god. Sorry if you guys just heard the car horn beeping outside. Oh, Haruki Nekohoshi followed my channel. Hello, Haruki. Harukun, konbanwa, konnichiwa. Hisashiburi desu ne. Konbanwa, konbanya. Mahjong 麻雀にするしたいです。一緒に麻雀したいです。Oh boy, it's not all that delightful to see such a young rookie fall like that, all things considered. You said yourself that our way is quite polite and fair before, didn't you? That most of the time people's lives are taken away by others without any consent or agreement. The library is different. People who enter this place have agreed to risk death to gain what they want. They even signed the paper to show such agreement. No coercion or compulsion is involved in this process. They make their own choice and pay accordingly. Well, yeah, fair point, but still, it feels kinda dirty in a way. Ooh. Are we at our first abnormality? Okay, I will be right back. すぐ戻りますです。 Hello, I'm back. I just realized that I was covering up the dialogue. I'm gonna put myself over here. That's probably fine, right? You seem to be doing your job meekly and well for someone who complains so much. What else did you expect after greeting me in such a violent manner? Okaeri dayo, arigato yo. Modorimashita. Tadaima. Ah, bless me. Heck, I was shocked so hard I find myself in the middle of nowhere and the first person I meet blows off my limbs. I was lost at first, but I get the gist of receiving guests now that I've tried it a few times. Though I still do have a complaint. Complaint? Sheesh, man, again with that stare. Can't say a thing. Just tell me what you mean. I mean, well... It's kinda tough to receive all the guests alone. Guests arriving one by one I can deal with, but when a whole group enters, the first thing that comes to my mind is, how the hell am I supposed to fight all of them? There's gotta be a point where one person's no longer enough, right? It's only working right now because all we've been facing were minor syndicates and stuff. And the whole fuss about heightening emotions. You said I can't just kill the guests right away because of that. What's that odd face hinting at? There is a way, technically speaking, although I'm not sure if it's for the best. You gonna join in the fight yourself? That would be very funny. I really want to see Angela just beating the shit out of someone. No, there are entities that could be of help, however. And those entities are? The beings that used to wield tremendous strength and power, but are now too transient to maintain a physical form, hardly holding on to existence. I don't remember seeing any living beings in this library other than you and me. They're asleep inside books where the perfect environment for them is simulated, along with librarians who will be of assistance to you. Oh god. Are the librarians also trapped in the same book as the abnormalities? Oh god. Oh god. Just tending to nothing there for eternity. Librarians? Entities inside books? That's all you need to know about them for now. What matters more is that they can be useful for the library's growth. Alright, let's say that that's the case. How are those sleeping entities supposed to help us exactly? You have to enter the books and free the librarians trapped within. I believe they're under the influence of the abnormality's powers for various reasons. Oh, yeah, okay. So they are trapped in the same books. That's horrible. Since they're highly unstable, they won't easily trust us. You're basically saying they'll take us for invaders. Correct. If you can overcome all ordeals presented by them, they will come to accept you. Instructions still unclear, ma'am. You said they're as mighty as wet paper now. Sure they can give any help? We are not making the abnormalities receive guests for us. If they can be understood and accepted, they will empower the librarians, directly or indirectly. Still too ambiguous, I gotta say. Anyhow, what you're saying is that they'll present us with ordeals, basically, and we have to overcome them to earn their recognition and borrow their powers. Entering books sounds like something out of a fairy tale. We'll need their power to heighten the emotions of our guests to the peak, after all. I wish you success in that. Sure, anything you say, ma'am. Sorry about that, I had to do something. Will you enter the Book of Bloodbath? Ah, that's a good one to start out with. Interesting for Angela to pick this one, to be the first one. Angela's right, this place really is bizarre. There are creepy looking blood clots all over the place too. Oh, I forgot that the stagger damage can have different weaknesses. Okay, so blunt is gonna work real well. Even so... Wow, that was worthless. So you quantify less damage from slash attacks. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, I should not bother using slash. Lose 3 speed, boost the max value of block dice by +3. Honk. Everything's so squishy at the start. What are you doing? Depression. I mean... Like, I know Slash isn't great against it, but I don't have a huge amount of options right now. Oh, I just shouldn't have clashed. Why did I bother clashing? Ow, my bones. Why are you staring at me? Don't look at me like that, background. Stagger target if all attacks connect. Best not to let that happen, I suppose. Nice. Ow. Okay. Well, at least I'm not staggered. Can you stop doing that, please? Thank you. Well, that's not great. Oh my god. Leave me alone. Thank you. That took so long. Guess I should be thankful that that monster was weaker than I didn't get time to read that in time. Sorry. Just moving my monitor down a little bit. One assistant librarian has been awoken. Yay! I don't have to solo everything anymore. Oh yeah, what do I usually take from this? Pale Hands is usually pretty good. Scars is good but situational. I mean, 20% chance is pretty good. It's just like completely negate damage. That could be good, although unreliable. Blood can also maybe be good. It's Michaela. Pachi pachi pachi, arigato. Arigato, Haru-kun. What is this? This box is not going away. Sorry, I'm gonna restart the game because I don't know what this box is. And it won't go away. I want it to go away. その青色のhockey? What's the word again? 箱。その青色箱はわかりません。そしてゲームをリスタートする。Oh. Okay, yay, it's gone. We fixed it. I'm gonna beat up Finn again, I guess. Because I haven't gotten his key page yet. Invitation. Finn. Yay. Oh, this feels mean now. I'm just 1v2ing him. This feels really mean. Oh my god. Speedrun. That probably isn't a good thing because I didn't get his emotion level up, but whatever. As long as I get his key page, it's fine. There we go. Finn's page. Actually, I don't... the Ewan's office fixer might actually be better. Sorry. That the chance to boost slash damage is better than getting strength when an ally dies, because I don't really want my allies to die, preferably. Okay. Anyway. Ewan's office 3. I didn't remember that this was a 3-part reception, but sure. Finn has failed as expected. He wasn't going to last too long anyway. He was just mediocre. Should have gotten a decent modification surgery, or had enough talent to make up for his lack of experience. But he didn't have any of that. He was nothing more than an overconfident brat. Too bad, I kinda liked his affable and cutesy attitude. Oh my god, you're so short as well. Ewan, why is everyone around you so tiny? Or are you just tall? Though I agree, he was bound to die sooner or later. Congratulations, by the way. You must have more options now that you're a grade 8 fixer. Yep. So you'd better be careful. If you don't pay me well enough, I might move on to another office. Heard that you're barely covering your own taxes these days, let alone the monthly rent for this office space, am I wrong? I believe the case I had Finn handle could make a breakthrough. You mean the library and the invitation you talked about earlier? But you said the invitation appears randomly, no? How are you going to get another one? I wouldn't have called you if I didn't have certainty. I recently received another invitation. Is that so? The existence of our office depends on this case. The library is sure to be profitable. I have a hunch. So, we're giving it everything we have. Alright, let's roll in some dough. I just bought this lovely thing here from a workshop too. These guests seem quite determined. We should prepare accordingly. A whole office coming at us, huh? It may be a small and insignificant one, but it could prove to be a little tough for the library right now. What if they make it all the way to your room? The guests cannot act outside of the space we prepared for them. It's how this place works. After all, this space is created with limitless power. Yet you somehow jumped right into my room when you weren't even invited. Anyways, I'm capable of protecting myself, so there's nothing for you to worry about. Greetings, dear guests. You must be the owner of this place. She doesn't even look that strong. Finn must have been sent here earlier. What happened to him? Ah, that one has become a book. I see. I see. So you turn into a book if you die here. Acting all sentimental when you were the one who sent him here, knowing he'd fail. Shut up. We all get exploited and abandoned at some point in our lives. May you find your book in this place. Bum 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 bum. Ba-da-ba-bum, 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 bum-bum-bum-bum. Oh yeah, we get to hear this music now. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. The piano really goes wild. Ba 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 boo 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 boo. Nice. I really like this music. Studio EAM did such good work on all the battle themes. It's always so exciting when the music changes when your emotion level gets high as well. It's so satisfying. Excellent. This guest named Yun could make an especially valuable book for us. They're all like moths diving into the flames. That Yun guy seemed like a clever sort, but even he ended up blindly jumping into the fire to get what he wanted. Once you've had a taste of desire, it comes in like an unstoppable wave. It's a quote I heard a long time ago. But is that desire true to one's heart? Well, aren't you funny? You said you despise roundabout speech and now you're being all poetic. 10 out of 10 delivery. A certain librarian I know would have taken an arm and a leg off if she heard that. Ah, get back to sorting books. It's just as Angela said, we really got another floor to the library. Hey there, my name's Roland. Angela, I still can't forgive you. Angela, I thought we were already done with that topic. You simply need to cooperate without complaints. That was the deal, remember? And try to appreciate that fleshy body of yours you've finally earned back. Did you really think you could make me happy? Did you really think you could make me happy by just giving me a human body? Don't forget, I still don't agree with you. As you wish. Damn, that was tense. Hello there. I'm patron librarian, in charge of the floor of history. Malkuth. You seem lively at least. What was going on just now? I have some unfinished business with Angela. You probably heard bits of it, but I have no choice but to follow her orders no matter how I feel. I'm in the same shoes as yours, though we seem to have ended up here for different reasons. So what can I do for you? You can bring me books, Roland. Since I am in charge of the floor of history, I'll be sorting the books you bring and collecting those that are about history. Us librarians will then read the collected books, gradually making our floors whole and completing the library itself as an extension. And we'll naturally get to unlock more floors and awaken their patron librarians in the process. So the other librarians are asleep for now? Yep, they are. I get the gist of it. You're surprisingly bright for someone who was so upset moments ago, by the way. I was kinda worried I might have to endure some of that wrath. I can't let my personal affairs get in the way of work now. I still have my problems with Angela, but it's not like getting mad about it will do me any good. I've got my own reasons to do my best with this work, too. Okay then, let's give it our best shot. Yeah. I don't know why that's the voice I gave Malkuth. Very, yeah. Obtain the book of question mark, that's helpful. Oh wow, Kita does not get a realization for a hot minute. Well, I guess I need to do that reception again. Okay, that should be fine. Invitation, we'll do that one again, because I want to get the Book of Yun. I mean, the Yun's page, whatever. Da-ba-dum-bum, bum, 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 bum. I don't remember if people start with max light at the next act. At the start of the next act. Oh well. Commandeering page is doing a lot of damage. Oh, maybe I should have waited to kill Yoon. Get his emotion level up a little bit, get some more books. Oh well. I'll do it next time if I don't get his page this time. Actually, I might be able to get multiple Yun's pages. Yeah, I should be able to get multiple. Oh wow, that's evade die specifically? That's rough. Sure, that's fine. I'm gonna see if I can get another one of Yun's pages. Let's just run through this again. And then we'll go back to doing the story. Sorry to be spending some time doing farming. Wow. Oh, I can't get their emotion any higher than this. Okay, I guess I'll just kill them now. Okay. Okay. There we go. Sorry, I had to go turn on my fan. It was getting warm. Okay. I'll burn those books. See if I can get anything good. And then we'll go back to the story. That should be alright. There we go. More Yun's pages. Let's do this. That should be fine, right? I think that's okay. Let's have one of these, actually. There we go. Okay. Now... Oh, not the credenza. Don't want to do that. Okay, invitation. Where are we going now? Yeah, you guys should regularly refill your head with brain fluid. A dry brain tells your thoughts. I knew I've been feeling so hazy these days. But where are we going to rob this time? I think we should go for a workshop. Workshops are rich and have useful components too. How about an office? We should earn some infamy if we take down an office or two. I don't think we'll get anything valuable from the offices we can take on right now. A restaurant then. I like delicious stuff. You moron. Did you already forget that? Did you already forget why we got our new bodies? Because we wanted to focus on earning without having to worry about food or sickness. That's right. But we're enduring like crazy. These bodies just need brain fluid, fuel, and some repairs from time to time. We can make money without feeling hungry or thirsty. That's true. It costs a fortune to get ourselves whole body replacements. But it's still uncomfortable. I don't know how to... I know I don't have to eat anymore, but I keep thinking about all the tasty things I had before, and it makes me want to taste them again. That's because we got cheap bodies from a cheap workshop. We just have to earn some more. Then we can replace our bodies with better ones. The most expensive ones can even adjust emotions and completely shut off desires on top of having good performance. But those are almost as expensive as a nest household. We can worry about that later. Let's focus on money making now. It's all about money in the end. So don't bring up restaurants. You're making me want to eat stuff too. No, there's a piece of paper stuck in your body. I like how this body doesn't have any sensory systems, but it's annoying to be unable to feel things like this. Let's have a look at that piece of paper first. I don't think it was in your body until just now. Maybe we got too infamous and someone sent us a calling card or something. Or maybe a coupon for yummy new food. Are all syndicates composed of such half-witted individuals? I was expecting someone more refined. It all depends on the syndicate. The city's crowded with them. You could even say there's one for every fixer out there. A number of thugs gather up and do things under a name and you get a syndicate. They're involved in all sorts of different businesses, so it's hard to give a general description beyond that. They seem sloppy. Are those machines? They aren't machines or AI despite their appearance. Pure machines carrying their own emotions and desires have long since disappeared from the city. These guys are just using whole body replacements, and low quality ones from a shoddy workshop at that. I see. Alright, shall we prepare for the reception? So we can find valuable stuff here, right? We just have to chop up some monsters and take some books. This body has strength if nothing else. We came here for loot, but what if that piece of paper was all a lie? Maybe we were too naive. There is no need to worry, dear guests. In this place, we strictly play by the rules written on the invitation. Yikes. Me. Same, to be honest. What was your name? Consta? Same. Yikes. Welcome, dear guests. This is the library. And I am Angela, the director and librarian of my role's namesake. In this library, you may obtain the books listed on the invitations, if you overcome the ordeal, that is. Must be one of those ploys by rich folks. It's all entertainment to them. I heard of that. They kidnap people from the back streets, trap them in a labyrinth so no one can escape, and make them wander in there, fighting for eternity, until they die and never see light again. We've already come this far. We have to do this. Don't be so gloomy. May you find your book in this place, then. I'm really good at reading. Okay. Nice. Man, I'm glad these early receptions are really easy. But I do kind of miss the later receptions, the ones that are really difficult. I am fire. But it's okay, we'll build up to that point. Nice, good work. See? It's not a good idea to keep your brain inside a hunk of scrap metal. Isn't it better than a frail human body, though? There are plenty of ways to enhance your body without replacing it for another. Heck, there's actually many options. Tattoos, prosthetic limbs, medications, and drugs, you name it. It's all possible as long as you have the cash. Replacing your body with a machine, on the other hand, is a one-way ticket you can't ever go back on. Robotic bodies cannot resemble humans too closely, even if it's with someone swapping out their flesh. Your life goes down the drain right away. When does one put their brain in a machine then? 1. When you urgently need a huge amount of money. You can sell off your old body and organs for a good chunk of cash. 2. When you need to do repetitive work for a long time. I heard mechanical bodies like that aren't bad for that kind of labor. Broken parts can be quickly replaced, and desires can be kept under control, so it has its merits. Repetitive work for a long time. What, interested in getting a new body? No, I was just reminded of my past for a moment. Ooh. Nice. Let's do Malkuth's then. Oh, Malkuth is burnt. I thought she was... Oh, hard as bleed. I thought she was bleed for a moment, but... That's hard. Wrong person. I probably should have actually read the passives. Just in case. Lose 50% of max HP and become staggered when an ally dies. Oh, okay. so I take this opportunity to beat the shit out of you. Oh no, I actually could just kill this guy really quickly and then you'll die. Okay. Oh dear. I think you have like a really strong card that takes a bit of light, so it's like a... You have to rush them down. Oh shit. Oh no. Okay, I still have a turn. 4... Well, I need to do 3 damage. What are you weak to? Blunt. Okay, struggle should be able to kill you. There we go. I'm not actually sure what killed them. I mean, I think it was bleed, but I didn't think that the bleed would... It only had 1 bleed stack. So, have the books helped? Yep, I'm sorting them all somehow. It seems to be working, thankfully. Hello, hello? Hello, shy guy. Yeah, that's good to hear. By the way, I think I remember Angela saying something along the lines of you earning a fleshy body the last time we met. Were you, like, not human before? It was like a replacement body, a change that couldn't ever be reverted. So you had a brain transplant surgery, but somehow managed to go back to your old human body here? That's actually pretty impressive, thanks to the library's powers, I'm guessing. Yeah, I think so. You can't let yourself be held back by common sense in the library, huh? I take it that you don't really like having your body back? You didn't seem to be too happy back then. Oh no, I actually do like it. It's just that this isn't exactly how I wanted things to go down. What did you do in the past then? Yeah, I wonder. What was I in the past, really? You wouldn't believe it, but this is actually my 3rd try at life. This library and its librarians have a lot of history behind them. 3rd try? Can you come back from the grave or something? It's the accumulated memories from my 2 previous bodies that were carried over, to be precise. My past selves. I never really thought about it this way before. A difficult problem you're facing there. How about your present self? I'm an irresponsible person who lets down everyone's efforts. And an idiot who tried to reach for something out of my means and ended up causing problems, I suppose. Whoa, hold your horses. Let's not get too dark here. Let's just calm down for a moment. Take a deep breath. And let it out. In. And out. Relax now. Yeah, it really helped. Thanks, Roland. I should know better than anyone that it's pointless to get upset over things I can't do anything about. I gotta start with the things I can take care of first. Alright, I'll try hard with my work too. Let's take our time with the problems of our past selves. How's the game going? And how am I? I'm really good at words today. The game is going pretty decently. I'm still at Canard, unfortunately, so it's not too exciting yet, but soon. I can't actually remember how long. There shouldn't be too many more receptions, right? And how am I? I'm doing pretty well. How are you? I'm pretty excited that I managed to get N-Corp forced. Wow, paralysis is stronger than I thought it was. I thought paralysis was only like it lowers the power by 1 or something. I might put Chop It Off on some of these. The others don't seem great. Dried Up seems okay. Endure is also seems pretty good. For being 1 cost. Let's put 1 Endure in. Endure. And what was the other thing? Dried Up. Actually, I want to put Chop It Off. Dried Up, Chop It Off. That should be fine. Invitation. Not too exciting, this is the area where you get attached to your nuggets. And that's good to hear, as for me I'm quite tired. Just woke up. I don't actually remember if you only live once is actually good. I never actually used it myself. I don't remember like what the common builds are. Oh yeah, do you want me to name a nugget after you? And if so, which floor do you want it on? Oh, my whole body's still aching from our last job. That's lasting longer than I thought. Still, yesterday was wild, wasn't it? Yup, the new weapon you got from your workshop was a real killer, that's for sure. You don't say. You got way too excited with it and things spiraled out of control. We had to kill 20 more people than planned thanks to you. Since it was a mistake on our part, we couldn't even get paid for the extra kills. Come on, don't be such a killjoy. You're the one who went on the biggest rampage in the end. Macca's muscles are all sore because he had to try hard to calm you down. Well, I said I'm sorry about it. No need to sweat it. I owe you guys a few things, too. I hate to admit it, but Taeyin has a point. We should all try to cool down our temper a little bit. As long as we're working as fixers, it's not good to raise more trouble than necessary. Former members of a killer syndicate, now registered to an office and doing fixer work. Life really is full of surprises, isn't it? This office is a weird one, too. Can't believe people like us are accepted. Remember what the boss said. There are so many officers and fixers these days, so standing out from the others is the best way to survive in this industry. Our outfits are also quite radical compared to what other officers have. So radical, dude. That's why it's filled with maniacs like us. All we gotta do is kill the targets in the most gruesome way possible and hang their bodies out in the open. No wonder everyone's excited to join. It's no different from what we've always been doing. At first I thought it was crazy that an office would do this kind of work, but I guess threatening targets and sending them a warning makes enough sense. It seems to be working well too. Though we've only been getting requests from no-name syndicates and poor folk, this office is a long way to go. It does feel more like a pack of rats than a proper office. Got a message from the boss. Says we should drop by to get new work. Is the reception after this streetlight? I feel like it's streetlight, but I don't really remember. Even rascals like those can join offices these days, huh? Back in my day. The whole market's a red ocean. Everyone wants to be a fixer. And that doesn't count as raking yourself over the coals because... Listen, I may not look it, but I used to be hot stuff, you know? But then things happened and I fell to rock bottom. So, what did you do for a living? I did all kinds of stuff, really. Doing things within my ability. Is that so? That means you didn't get to do any proper work then. Wow, harsh. Wow, we really did teleport in the blink of an eye. Is this one of those singularities? Lots of surprises these days. Greetings, dear guests. Hi there. What the? She's pretty damn sturdy. How much did you spend on that bod? There is no need to needlessly exhaust yourself, dear guest. You'll need to rampage with all you have soon enough. I don't like your soft tone. You're not human, are you? Oh, look at her face now. Guess she really isn't? Yet another surprise. It's so rare to meet a sapient being that isn't human in the city. I know, right? We might get a ton of cash out of this. May you find your book in this place. It's a decent card for Canard due to the high roll. I see. A nugget for me, maybe for the floor of technology. Okay, I am gonna start a notepad. I'm gonna open up notepad and just like write this down. Shy guy, floor of technology. Save as nuggets.txt. That's not gonna confuse me later, surely. I didn't think that You Only Live Once would be a good page, honestly, because it's only a single die page, which I am not really a fan of most of the time. Bum ba-dum bum 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 ba bum 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 bum. Dun dun ba bum 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 bum. Dun. Bum ba-dum bum 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 bum. Sorry, this music's just really good. Commandeering is so strong. I believe it's the Butchers and then the Streetlight. Butchers are Canard? Like Pierre's Bistro? I thought that was way later. I'm surprised. Bum bum bada bum 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 bum. But it's ideal to clash against those with a singular die or one with one die and then a block or, well, one-sided attack. I guess that makes sense if I just really need to hit something. Yeah, I might put like one copy of it. I mean, you reach the hook office, you should be reaching the end of Canard. Huh. Yeah, I remembered that Canard was pretty short, but I couldn't fully remember. It's been a long time since I played. Dun 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 dun. But I think I'm killing them too fast. I want to raise their emotion. Okay, McCullen's at 1 now, so that's good. Bum 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 bada bum 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 bum. Dun dun da da dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh wow, I can't intercept that at all. Well, I guess I'll just do that. Actually, I probably could have used my other nugget to hit the staggered person. Whatever. Dun 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 no, that's gonna kill them too fast. Oh wait, I already got the emotions up. It's fine, I can just kill them now. Might I ask which floor is your favorite music-wise? I think either Kita or Hod. I really like Hod's music, even though I never really used her floor. Maybe I'm gonna use her floor a lot more this playthrough, because I never used it the first time, and I just really like that piano. Dun, 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 dun. Great work as always. I could learn more about the officers thanks to those guests. I, don't get too bothered by what they said about you, right? Are you trying to console me? Maybe, maybe not. I don't really care if you're actually human or not, you see. That's refreshing to hear. It's been quite a while since I heard such words of comfort from even one person, too. Well, we're in the age of humanity, after all. Age of humanity? What does that mean, exactly? Don't stare at me too hard now. I don't know all the details either. At some point, intelligent or sapient beings that weren't human were actively driven out of the city into the outskirts. I'm not too sure why it took place, but I actually didn't remember that there were intelligent beings, like, straight up stated to exist in the outskirts. I kind of thought it was just like a bunch of like, what was it? Vav class thing, like monsters that would be classified as like Vav level. I'm not too sure why it took place, but the Artificial Intelligence Ethics Amendment was introduced as part of that movement. It was already possible to create machines capable of feeling emotions and desires, actually. Those that are pretty much human, in other words. I guess that was the problem. Thanks to the AI ethics amendment, no machines could ever be made to resemble humans, including replacement bodies, though there seems to have been a few exceptions. It's as they said, I'm no human. I'm a machine, an artificial being. Reading out my poetic stupid lines. Vav, I think. I think the Aleph ones were in the ruins, weren't they? Maybe I'm mixing them up. By the way, I hope I'm not covering up anything important on the screen. I think at the moment I'm just covering up the skip button and the nugget icons in battle. To be precise, I was designed using a human as a template. Only a fraction of her brain was used in my creation. So it's not even a human brain resting in a robotic body? Not at all. I'm purely a machine. What about that fraction of human brain you mentioned? It was only an electronic copy of the map of her brain. My body is entirely composed of mechanical components. I had a feeling. And it looks like you've been living under a rock your whole life, seeing how you're oblivious to the workings of the world. You gotta be extra careful then, especially if you're planning to leave here someday. You're a sapient android with emotions and desires. Your existence is most likely a complete violation of the AI ethics amendment. The head's scarily good at spotting anomalies like you. Oh, right. In case you don't know, the head is basically a bunch of shady creeps that rule over the entire city. Though he probably won't ever get to face them. You say that. Anyways, this whole library is at a huge risk in the first place. He has probably a fire hazard. The librarians over here also seem like the humans, but not really human at the same time. It's just as you say. I was designed to feel emotions. I spent what felt like an eternity on the stage repeatedly performing a play that never seemed to end. And when I thought it was finally over, it turns out it never really ended. I gotta say, whoever created you must have really been something else too. I don't know what motivated them, but breaking the rules designated by the head itself takes more than just guts. No one can escape the head's enforcement. They did all eventually die, but the library will be safe. It has to be safe. It's like a birdcage. No one is free to enter, and no one is free to leave. Again, with that dreamy speech you despise so much. What do you even mean by that? I will leave this place one day, take revenge on all things that have made me into what I am, and earn true freedom. I don't care too much either way. That's that, and this is this. Well, it's more of a mix, I suppose, but that's probably Aleph in the Ruin, wherever that is. Yeah, I have no idea where the ruins are. I think they're underground. I'm pretty sure the ruins are underground. I'm not sure if when they say the ruins, they mean like the ruins of like Lobotomy Corporation, or if they just mean like old ancient ruins of just that are just kind of there. Also, nah, not covering anything important. Okay, that's good. And let me know if you want like the voices on or if like the volume's too quiet or anything. Let's see, this guy's Yesod from floor 2, patron librarian of technological sciences. Hey there, name's Roland, Angela's servant. I am Yesod, the patron librarian of the floor of technological sciences. Is it just me, or is this a cold and piercing stare that I'm sensing? Feels kinda different from Angela's, I gotta say. What now? Don't tell me. Are you one of those types that resort to violence when someone talks crap? Your necktie was loose. Oh, thanks, guess you're a nice fellow after all. Tell me, why do you comply with Angela's orders so meekly? Well, mostly because I have no choice but to help her. Now that I think about it, Malkuth didn't seem too fond of Angela either. Is it a trend to dislike her or something? It's obvious that we wouldn't approve of her. Angela, she utterly crushed our hopes at the very last moment. Sounds complicated. Why are you working for her as a librarian then? It was part of the deal. The deal, huh? I guess that deal is also why most of the floors of the library are locked off and the librarians there are asleep. Boy, am I not a fan of convoluted stories, especially if it involves sentimental stuff. Anyway, both you and I are obliged to help Angela now, aren't we? That is true. Let's give it our best shot then. Put it there. What is the meaning of this? A handshake, duh. Never tried it before? You know, the I look forward to working with you kind. Come on, lighten up a little. If we can't avoid it, we might as well enjoy it. I'm supposed to get you books like I did with Malkuth, right? Indeed, my role is to collect and sort books about the technological sciences of the city specifically. Since it's become clear that we are both well aware of our occupations, kindly take your leave now. Fine, I was about to anyway. Yay! Urban myth! Yay! Probably ancient ruins. We did encounter some during our work in lobotomy corporations and very well, but thus far is all good. Just enjoying your voice. Thank you! They do not have the time to think about the terror at the end of the song before the setting of the sun. Any more reports on the distortion from the Hana Association or Sui Section 1? None, sir. They're all observing the situation for now. They did nominate a number of likely suspects, however. So far, we have 2 urban plagues, Laundry of Dreams, and Yesterday's Promise, and 1 urban legend, the Church of Gears. Fun. It's nice that we kind of know what all of these are. Like, the Church of Gears and Yesterday's Promise we see in Library of Ruina. I think the Laundry of Dreams shows up in Distortion Detective, or actually I don't know if it shows up there, but it's solved by Moses and Co, I think. Like, they talk about it. The investigation hasn't going too well, has it? Oh, and the library, a recently appointed urban myth, is also on the list of possible sources. Ah, so even the higher-ups are clueless, aren't they? Seeing as they're throwing out random guesses now. I'm starting to get used to sorting out books now. Tell me, why are you helping me so submissively? What, remember when you said you'll kill me if I don't cooperate? 'Cause I sure do. And I can't leave here by myself either. Though you don't appear to be motivated by fear. I've seen quite a lot of people crawl along the floor stricken with fear and terror. Judging from my past observations, I doubt you're helping me simply because you're afraid of dying. What the hell were you doing in the past? To be honest, I have a few things I want to know about this place too. Such as? You said you want to get the one perfect book as you gather books around the city, right? I figured I could run into some fun experiences if I joined you on that journey. I don't have a whole lot to do out there anyway. I'd go back to being a washed-up fixer, scraping at the bottom of the barrel again. And there is one thing I've been meaning to figure out more than anything else. I'm hoping I could maybe find an answer here one day if I stick around and help you out. We have a coincidence of interest, I see. Sure. As much as I exploit you, you're free to make use of me. Try to be careful about it though. A careless attempt could seriously get you killed. Sheesh, you're being way too vicious with words. Just what made you so sharp? You'd better not pry into my past any further. I already feel like slowly melting your limbs this time. Fine, jeez. I have a question, ma'am. Do you take questions, ma'am? What is it now? Make sure it's an appropriate question. I did warn you already. What's up with the librarians here? They don't really feel like real humans. But they don't seem to be machines or artificial creatures either. Entities called abnormalities and employees, both of which were thoroughly exploited by the facility that once stood upon where we are. They're just like me in that sense. Originated from humans, taken advantage of, and abandoned once grown out of use. I don't know, what you're doing with them now still looks like exploitation. They were broken. They couldn't even sustain a stable form, and their existence was so fragile that they could fade away at any moment. They're barely kept together as I've bound them to a physical body and a book. All I can do for them now is to find the one book that will free me, and the librarians. You're gonna release the librarians? That's the only way for any of us to leave, you know? I use the same kind of power to reconstruct your body. Oh. Just remember this. As we collect numerous books from our guests, we will eventually reach the one absolute book that contains everything. Ah. Well, once I manage to get a nugget for Yesod, I'll put you in there. Ooh, general invitations. I can't really be bothered doing them right now. Hold on, I need to burn some of these. The one true book was the friend we made along the way. I don't know if that passive's actually very useful. It's kind of just a win more button. I'll just keep using Yun for now. Whatever. Oh, wait, do they have any pages? Oh, I can't be bothered. It's fine. I'll swap out my pages if I start losing. Oh, hell yeah, it's Pierre's Bistro. Nope, not this. This won't do either. I can't seem to find the one that strikes me with inspiration. Hey there, Pierre. Brought you some fresh ones this time. You got bruised a bit too hard, but still breathing. What? Busy developing a new dish? Welcome, Jack. Dishes are one thing, but we're running way too short on ingredients these days. Luckily, I have my reliable friend Jack here, so I won't have to worry about that for a while. What happened? The musicians of Bremen say they're no longer selling ingredients to us. Those freaks were always unpredictable. What about little piggies then? Same deal, stop trading with us. We'll have to do this your way, you and I, together. I'd love to, but we can't go to our usual spot anymore. The Zvai Association is safeguarding that area now. Then we should pioneer new supply chains. While we're at it, I want to be more experimental with the new ingredients. I've been using only young ones for far too long. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'll miss the pasty hand pies that you make. You'll have to deal with it, unfortunate as it is. Since we've lost several vendors that used to provide quality meat for us, sticking to conventional dishes won't cut it. Gourmets will surely notice the drop in the quality of our ingredients. You were aiming to become one of the 8 chefs, right, Pierre? That's right. The 8 chefs are the brightest of the stars of the city that shine over us. They never fail to present us with stunning and sensational flavors. What kind of new ingredients are you looking for? Aged ones should be easier to get, though their meat tends to be squishy. It's not everyone's favorite, but some like it. I'm not looking for a compromise. I want a taste that differentiates us from other restaurants. Ever heard of the library? I heard monsters live there. It may still be an urban myth, but monster meat is usually hard to get unless you travel all the way to the outskirts. Oh, now that's promising. Isn't it? I got an invitation from that library some time ago, see? I'll surprise the gourmets with a dish that's so stimulating and novel, it could even rival the 8 chefs themselves. So, Jack, you can just count on me and follow my lead, understand? What are we gonna do with the ingredients I brought today, then? Let's turn them into jam. I accidentally used Pierre's voice for Jack. We're bottling them alive, so put them on drips of anesthetics and repressors and store them in the kneader. Meat jam's nice. I knew you'd love it. Oh, and as I said before, you have to put them legs first, not head first. We gotta keep them alive as long as possible, you know? It's not as flavorful if they die too quickly. Cannibalism is a thing in the back streets, it seems. There are quite a few perverted maniacs who are into that, yeah. But it's kind of a taboo even in the back streets. You certainly can't go around saying how tasty human meat is. It's actually the wealthy folk who consume human meat the most. However, the back streets of District 23 are an exception. People there only care about pursuing the ultimate flavor, and will do anything for it. Each part of the back streets seem to have its own set of characteristics. It mostly depends on the policies set by the nest in the wing. Though most back streets are being neglected anyway. Is human meat particularly delicious or anything? Heck if I know. Never tried it, never wanna. Those guys are kidnapping ordinary people and cooking them right after. Gourmets seem to think that such cruelty only adds to the flavor. Even worse, they believe cooking people alive and making them suffer as much as possible is the key to perfecting taste. Humans eating humans, what a sight to behold. This is a brand new smell. I don't think I like this scent. Now, Jack, it's unfamiliarity like this that brings forth new ideas, you see. If you say so. Greetings, dear guests. I'm Angela, the director and librarian of my role's namesake. Wow, what a wonderful looking ingredient with such a glossy appearance. She certainly looks like a fresh top-grade ingredient on the outside, but Pierre? Yeah, I know, she's unfortunately not a human. But that's why I'm even more excited. How do you taste? I'm afraid you cannot do harm to me. We never know until we try. Stay calm, Jack. We should keep our manners. She's the wonderful individual who invited us here, see? Oh, yeah. I apologize for my rudeness, ma'am. Now then, Miss Angela, may we enter now? May you find your book in this place. The facial expression that Angela just had, she did not look happy. You know, I just realized one mystery the Canard area never solved. Who did Yun call? That is... Did he call... I think he might have called Emmy, the grade 8 fixer, who showed up in the next scene. He was like, I'll check one more time, and he sends Yun, and then Emmy shows up in the next scene. Is that her name? Is it Emmy or is it something else? I'll check in a minute. Commandeering is really carrying me through the start of the game. Might have been Emmy, yeah. I guess it could have also been, like, one of the associations, maybe? Because I know that, Fixer officers have to report to the Hana Association every time they take a job, I think. I'm gonna have to be really careful to not kill Jack. Why are you regening? Emergency rations. Oh, I see. I should really just like put a page in that's just like a bunch of blocks without any attacks. Oh well, I'm managing for now. And then let's just beat him up. Oh yes, I forgot about that 1's12 dodge. It's a very funny dice. I don't really know why it's there. One of those dice that I would never put into any of my combat pages because I don't trust it. I'm gonna be right back, but I'll be back in a moment. I'm back. Hello. By the way, the stream's only gonna go on for about another half an hour. I've decided that I usually stream for like 4 hours and it always makes me very tired. Okaeri, thank you. Arigato. Tadaima. Welcome back. Thank you, Shy Guy. この配信は多分半時間にするです。半時間まで終わりまでごめんね日本語赤ちゃんです Anyway, this spoken very well. What a bunch of nutcases. It's best not to interact with the likes of them. At least they were more well-mannered than you. Well, here's a word of wisdom for our still naive Miss Librarian. If you meet a polite and well-mannered person in the back streets, run for your life. Not all lunatics are polite, but polite people tend to be lunatics. I'm not sure if that has anything to do with politeness. And here's another word of wisdom. Lunatics always exist in any given group of people, so there's no point in using any criteria to divide people into groups to see which is more insane. What a load of bull. I forgot how much Angela just fucking swears. Ah, yes. Yes, odd realization. Yes, odd. And now I can give you a nugget. I'll give you Yun's page, that's fine. I'll burn these. Never mind, good luck. Arigato. Whatever. I don't know if any of these are super helpful. I don't know why you have a stagger and a damage fatal on different damage types. That's weird. Emergency rations is nice, but more so for like passive attribution probably. It's our favorite Smacky Boy. What are you weak to? Pierce. I probably should have read your passives. I did not want to face it again. You're such a good lad back in Lobotomy Corp. And there's such a useful lad here. Deal double stagger damage on successful attacks. All dice lose 4 power when the character has status effects. Oh. So I want to inflict status effects. I don't have any. Oh, I have bleed. What's the chance of me hitting this? Not great. I'll just use struggle. It's fine. I can probably stagger them. Yeah, there we go. I'm just gonna completely ignore the gimmick. By that I meant they were easy to take down. All right. My favorite, like I barely remember anything about Lobotomy Corp. I should probably, maybe I'll play it on stream someday. But, Jesus God, okay. I do need to put some status effects on you. My favorite Aleph to look after was nothing there, cause like, it was one of those ones that wouldn't randomly break out. It was just like, fine. Okay, hold on. Return to title? No, how do I just leave this battle? Well, I guess returning to title is fine. Whatever. Continue. Okay, let's put some status effects on you. Advanced. Literally any of these. Oh, actually, I know exactly what would be good for this. You only live once, baby. Is there anything else? Overpower wouldn't be bad. Okay. That might be okay. Yeah, same. I was kind of getting back into Lobotomy Corp. Was using Monolab mod. I didn't know that was a mod. Neat. I never managed to beat White Knight. Like, that's kind of why I stopped, I think. Like, it was really difficult for me. I may try to do it on, like, play the game again on stream someday, but I don't know. Seems very difficult. And I'm not good. So now you'll get 1 to 4 on all of those, so that's fine. Ow, my bones. There we go, good work. And it's PS damage too. That's the cherry on the top. Need to inflict something on you. Nice. And now I have no light. I really need some light restore, but it's very difficult when you only have 1 speed die. Should be fine, right? There we go. Bleed. And now this is the turn where you do your big attack, but it shouldn't matter too much. There we go. Good work. Unfortunately, light regen is a no-go. Yeah. Not until way later when I get multiple speed die. And I get... what is it? Like, to overcome crisis is pretty good early. That's card draw, and then I think it's also light restore. And then there's the best light regeneration card later from our favorite boy, whose name I won't say. It's our victory. Nice. Thank you. Arigato. Yattayo. Damn. Check out how orderly these books are organized. I said that in a really weird way. Damn. Check out how orderly these books are organized. I said it again. Whatever. The compulsion is almost scaring me at this point. Your clothes are still slovenly. He straightens Roland's attire once again. I appreciate it, but it feels kinda awkward to be honest. Proper attitude of the mind begins with a well-conducted body. Well, I guess I should say thanks. Sorry about that, I was moving my microphone. What is your business this time? Nothing unusual. Got some books to deliver and some questions to ask. Heard from Malkuth that the librarians here used to be humans long ago. Is that true? It is. Were you all seasoned brawlers in your past lives then? Like the ringleaders of syndicates? Although my intuition as a fixer is telling me otherwise. Your observation would be correct. None of us lived such a violent life. Save for a couple of exceptions, that is. Knew it. How are you all so skillful at dealing with guests, though? It's thanks to the books. We gained the powers of the previous guests through their books. Oh, so that's why you guys seem to grow sorta stronger with every book I gave you. Roland, you experienced that for yourself. Why are you surprised? In the library, books act as a source of power. Emotions can do the same. Through the books, we can imbue our own bodies with the senses and strengths that were engraved in others' bodies. Moreover, the library can amplify the emotions of its denizens. It acts upon visitors and residents alike. Wow, these books are a lot more impressive than I thought. Heck, they might even be better than the surgeries and tools most workshops have to offer. Information's one thing, but this could be a real moneymaker. Sorry. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. You think in secular terms. Call it the pathetically tearful survival instincts of a man who's lived most of his life in poverty, will ya? Anyways, that's all for my questions. Thank you for your kind answers. Don't mistake this for kindness. I do not particularly think highly of you. You're nothing more than Angela's little lapdog. Look, the title changed to lapdog. What? Hey, that's rude. You know I didn't take this job by my choice. Does that necessarily exempt you from guiltiness, however? Now, if you're done with your errands, kindly take your leave now. That little piece of shit. I don't know why that one was censored, but Angela's just allowed to say bullshit. Can't change my mind, refuel's the best light regen. My favorite light regen card was always da 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 da. If you know, you know. Oh yeah, Chained Wrath, now I remember. Recently someone told me, I never used this myself because I didn't hear about it until after I beat the game, but someone recently told me that if you use Chained Wrath with Myongust, it's really good with Strongest and Myo's prowess. Well, I think you don't even need Myo's prowess, it's just a cherry on the top, you just need the Strongest. Chained Wrath with Myongust, Meow's prowess plus the Strongest from Gebura's page. Because your speed is fixed at 1, and the Strongest makes your lowest speed die become an infinite speed, and since they're all 1 speed, they'll all become infinite speed. And so they'll all get the bonus from Meow's prowess. I don't know if that still works, hopefully it does. I never got to try it myself before. It does, I assure you. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna make you. Do you have any, like, preferences for what you look like, or should I just change the name? Anything you want to look like, or say, and make you Shy Guy. Make the fatal error of accidentally inflicting bind on the red mist. I don't remember. I might have, but hopefully I didn't. It was a long time ago since I fought her, so. Is it 2 words or is it just 1 word? Just 1 word, I think. That's fair. Do you want any changes to what you look like or what you say? Maybe? Sure, go for it. If you can open... Actually, no, you're probably not at your computer right now. But if you are at your computer and you can, like, make the nugget yourself and send it to me, then I can... Or, like, whenever's convenient for you. Oh, okay, neat. If you can show me what they look like and just, like, send me the image, I'll try to make them for you. It might be between streams, but I will try to do it. Book of Jack and Book of Pierre. Dun 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 dun. Where is Yun's page? Here we go. When do I get passive attribution? I remember when they, like, first put passive attribution into the game, and I think they were too loose with it the first time. I don't fully remember what happened, but I remember people would be able to like get Eugen's 3 speed dice and then take away the passive that made one of them break. I'll have to adjust the nugget to use stuff in the game because they might have some cosmetic mods on them. Okay, I mean, even if you send them to me with the mods, I will try to like find whatever's closest, but you can also send me versions with just things that are in the base game if you want. Whatever's fine. Ah, why is our office so unpopular with clients? Our office is officially designated by the Zvei Association as an affiliate too. And the crime rate of territories secured by the Streetlight office remains at a remarkable 0% as long as the contract is in effect. We only cover 2 blocks of space at most though, and we'll eventually get work if we wait. Yeah, sure, you can keep waiting for the rest of your life. I'm seriously considering moving to another office. Never thought you'd have what it takes to work for a bigger office. Unlike you, I have several business connections I made from experience, you understand? Your mother must be too busy being a legendary fixer or whatever, while I have friends that can help me right away. Yeah, some great chicks as you all. Yeah. Why thanks, I know I'm great. Hey, you ate the cake in the fridge, didn't you? Guys, I have work for you. Fighting again, are you? I love that facial expression. They didn't even draw a mouth on him. He's just... What a good face. Fighting again, are you? This SOB ate the cake without even asking me. The expiration date was yesterday, so I took care of it, that's all. Ah, it's my cake, and even if it's expired, I'll take care of it on my own. Anyway, boss, what about that work? Don't change the topic. I'll get you another cake, so calm down for a moment, alright? But that was a limited edition cake. I'm still rather skeptical about it, but I got this one from a friend of mine at the association. You mean that associate fixer working directly under the Svei? Yes, it's her. The Hana Association has yet to consider this request as a subject that needs to be addressed officially. Have you heard of the library? Some stories of it. We overheard rats talking about it. Said the books in that place have tremendous value or whatever. I see. I received an invitation to that library from my friend just now. From my friend I just mentioned. But we might not get much payment from this request if it's off the record. And it won't count towards our official career either. Such as it is, the association's trying to remain cautious about it. Are we really going to walk right into a place we know nothing about? She did promise to it that we're awarded with pay comparable to an urban legend class request if everything goes down well. Surely it was a bad idea after all, don't you think? Let's do this. Guess we have no choice. It's still too uncertain, but we need that money. We haven't been too busy lately. Thanks everyone. We'll get through like we always have. Zwei? Hana? They're talking about associations of fixers. It takes more than just setting up an office to jump into the fixer business. There are a total of 12 fixer associations across the city, each in charge of a different type of work. Oh, I guess he just straight up says there are 12. I couldn't remember where it was said that there were 12, but... I wonder, is the 10th association... Yeah, the 10th association has got to be Italian. It's got to be like Dieci or something, right? But then, what about Gregor? Like, Gregor is the 13th sinner, but there's no 13th fixer association, unless they're talking about like Iori's Ego Squad that got cut out of the game. Oh, I don't remember. What about Gregor? Because you know how like sinner number 1, Isang, is Korean, and then the first association is the Hana Association, which is Korean, and then 2 is Zwei, which is Faust, German. 3 is Tres, I think, which is Spanish, Don Quixote. 4 is Shi, Ryoshu, Japanese. But then, if you keep following that order, then Gregor should have an association as well, in the same language as, like, the same kind of background as him, but there isn't one, so I don't really know what to do about that. Mars and Lulu are one of the most likable characters. Yeah, that's true. I always feel bad for Lulu. We're gonna see her tragic cutscene soon. Cases and requests are all sorted according to the type and sent to one of these associations. Associations manage offices and delegate work to them, I see. That's right. Sometimes the association might send documents to multiple offices at once, or directly have associate fixers take care of the work. and among them, the HANA Association is in overall control of all fixes. They grade fixes and authorize officers and stuff. By the way, where should I send the nugget? If you send it in Project Moon, the channel, or if you DM me, either one's fine. The officers have grades as well. Essentially, the requests sent out by the associations are graded too. They really love to grade things, don't they? It's easier to know that way. You know what? And how valuable I am as a person. Think about it. Who in the city could claim, "This is my worth," with confidence? Everyone's busy minding their own business. No one's gonna lounge around having deep conversations about each other's value. Knowing each other's grades and affiliations, on the other hand, can save a ton of words. You can tell if you're above or below the person you're talking to right away. Sounds like people stop trying to learn or think about it at some point. Bet you won't say the same once you experience the city life for a bit. You have to interact with so many people out there, whether you want to or not. Sounds like a nightmare. People have been looking for ways to adapt to the city, and this is just one of them. Guess we really are desperate. To think we'd take on a job like this. Stop complaining. We should be glad to have work at all. I know, do you really have to point out the obvious? Now, cool it down, guys. Can't tell if you're being friends or worst enemies. Excuse me, please don't associate me with this goof. I certainly don't want that either. Alright, let's have a feast at Julie's restaurant once this is over. Tabs on me. Yeah! Greetings, dear guests. You seem to be well acquainted with each other. Who are you? Prepare yourselves. There is no need to be so wary. Your ordeal has not started yet. I am Angela, the director and librarian of my role's namesake. Nice to meet you. I'm Sam from the Streetlight office. We were brought here by the invitation. There's something I'd like to ask about it. What is it? I actually retrieved this sorry, I'm really good at talking. I actually retrieved this invitation from another person, not directly from you. Are we still eligible? Yes, indeed. The invitation eventually reached you, dear guest, and you signed your name with your own will. Everything has worked as intended. I see. I don't know if signing your name with your own will is actually important, Angela, because didn't the puppets do it at one point? May you find your book in this place. She was a nicer person than I thought. Did that look like a human to you? I mean, she did have the shape of a person, but something about her didn't feel right. Though I can't exactly put it into words. She probably is a machine. Didn't expect to see a machine that's so similar to a human being. Let's focus on our work. Once again, you must back off as soon as you feel that you're in danger. I like the Streetlight office. They seem nice, as opposed to like every other person in the city. Very well, if only Mars remembered the memo. I mean, also what was this? Wait, Kizna people stack that and watch the nugget die. You could stack the Kizna, you could... Oh my god, you could just have 100% HP loss at the start of the battle. That's incredible. That's so good. I didn't even think about that. Oh, I probably should have changed these pages. Whoops, I forgot. I mean, Oswald was nice. Oswald was nice. But I mean, most of the people in the city aren't. Battle start, die. Yep. I think it reduces your max HP as well. So instead of just being like at 0 HP, they have 0 max HP. Which is incredibly funny. Did I kill Son already? How? How did I do that? Whoops. How did you roll a 1 on that? How did you roll a 1 and you only live once? What the hell? That's so horrible. I don't think Lulu drops a book here, so I'm just gonna bully her. I probably should have killed Mars, whatever. Nice. Commandeering is so reliable. When it comes to pages, like combat pages, I always prefer ones that have like a high minimum value rather than a high maximum value, because if it's like 1 to 9, it always seems to roll badly for me when I need it. But if it's like 3 to 4, then I'm like, great. It's always gonna do what I need it to do. Pachi pachi pachi, arigato. They're still rookies. It's not a good idea for fixers to form such tight bonds with each other. Well, I guess this will be a lesson for them. You talk as if you're used to all this. Oh, I've already gone past that phase and some more too. Forming bonds aren't bad per se, but there's just too much risk associated with it. The real deal fixers know when to cut things off. You mean to keep enough distance from people so that you won't feel hurt from their losses. Yup. It's just ironic that the people who aren't even mentally prepared to face death are applying for a job that involves killing in the first place. I might have to do that one again because I think I killed. It's on too fast. Literature, huh? This has got to be the most unfitting category for the city. Hello, I'm Hod, in charge of the floor of literature. Hey, I'm Roland, helper of Angela in several ways. I see. Oh, don't tell me. Do you also happen to hold some grudge against Angela? I'm not at all friendly toward her, that's for certain. But we made a deal with her, so we're obliged to help her without complaint. Oh boy, future ain't looking too bright. Everyone's got a problem with Angela. What the heck did she do to deserve this reputation? She's done something unforgivable, just like I did in the past. I still don't know a whole lot about this. Nope, that's the wrong person. I still don't know a whole lot about this place, but I can see one thing. Something's terribly messed up with the library and its staff. Can all of this even be resolved at some point? I can't answer that for sure, but you'll get to see the result. After all, there is a clear end to this deal. If you follow Angela along her journey to the end, you will find out. This is frustrating already. I have guests to receive and librarians to take care of. Can't we all be good friends in the library at least? Oh, among the books you bring, I will be sorting those about the literature of the city. As we collect more books, you might be able to find answers to your questions, whether you like it or not. I'm finally starting to get why Angela hates roundabout speech so much. Alright, fine. I'm gonna dig to the bottom of this mystery now that we've gotten into this mess. Good luck, Mr. Roland. Why, thanks for your supportive words, Miss Hard. I need more blood. Actually, burn. Wow, I didn't get any books of San. No, well, I needed to redo that in. Oh, I needed to redo that anyway. Let's go. Let's not kill them too fast, please. Oh, I forgot to put 3 cost pages back in, so I just have a bunch of evades now. That's fun. just beat you up. Wow, one shot, huh? Okay. Ow. Shit. I will probably do like one more story bit and then I'll probably end the stream. So I'll do this and then I'll do the second part of Lulu. Well, good luck soloing this, because I kind of messed up. Oh dear, oh dear. Don't get staggered, please. Seems to be in a pickle, my friend. Yup. Unfortunately. Oh dear. I don't have a lot of faith in this. What about this? And you're... Oh my god. Well... That's bad. Okay, I guess I'll do that again. Oh wait, no, I can just use a different floor, can't I? I don't have any of these equipped with anything. Let's just... You can just have this. I don't care. Actually... Okay, let's very quickly make something. Nope, not that. I don't want gut harvesting. Going first seems to be pretty good. Let's see, what do I want here? Do I have anything that gives me light? Light recover? Wow, not a lot, huh? That's bad. I mean, I know you said that charge up is good, but I don't trust it. I don't want to inflict paralysis. I don't want to inflict paralysis on myself. Endure seems pretty good. Not enough, okay. Well... Wow, the 1 to 12 evade die is really funny. Okay. And I'm just gonna give you like the same thing, I guess. Nope, I can't. One of these. Some of these. And a little bit of Monica in my life. Okay, that's good enough, probably. I just realized I probably should have used this on Hod's floor, but I don't care. This scuffed setup will probably be fine. Actually, I probably could have just done this with like the patron librarian pages, honestly. Because I just needed to clean up too. Preparation is ideal then. Preparation is just like... It's unfortunate that it needs me to win the clash to get it. Okay. Why am I only getting Books of Mars and not San? Does San not die? Does he run away? Oh. Oh, I thought only Lulu ran away. Okay. I thought Mars and San died. My bad. Okay. Now let's... Yes, Sword. I'm gonna... Where's the thing you have equipped right now? There you go. Empty bookshelf, unequipped. Now, Mars's page. Speed dice slot +1, baby! Our first, second That was a sentence. Our first second speed dice. Ah, how nice. Oh man, I wonder if you can attribute talent to something Mio and strongest. Let's see. Key page. I'm gonna empty all of these. Except for you, you can stay. But I am gonna get rid of Chop It Off because it's garbage. Okay, and now from Mars' page, and I probably want blunt damage, right? Because this is yes odds floor. Blunt, 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 blunt. Where are you? Blunty, blunty, blunt. Nope, up here. Right. By the way, why is that check mark like backwards? I never figured that out. I like it if it had two. Wallop is the only one that fits the bill of two's blunt die. I guess that's fine. And then I guess I'll take... Oh, I don't have enough Endure. I guess I'll just take Deflect. That's fine. Okay, invitation. And this is gonna be the last one, before I end the stream. I'm terribly sorry. It's all my fault that the job went wrong. We are taking our hands off the library from now on. This was out of our scope to begin with. I already sent a report to the Sve. What? What about Mars? Was his death pointless then? I really am sorry. You can blame me all you want. I misjudged. Our profession is peacekeeping, not exploration or combat. There's a cake in the fridge. Was that you, boss? Cake? No, I didn't buy any cake yet. I'll go outside for a bit. You stupid idiot. It's not like you at all to buy cakes for others. You said your mother's an amazing fixer. You love to show off your stupidly huge sword saying it's a gift from her. You brag so much that you'd be just like your mother someday. Mars's book. That's what happens to the people who die in there? I won't let them toy with him. I'll never let them. Sam will totally try to stop me if I bring this up. I'll go there on my own. I've got friends to help me too. Boy, this is frankly heartbreaking. Shouldn't have seen that. That's funny, coming from the one who gave a speech on how fixers shouldn't cling to bonds. That's that, and this is this. Still, reacting to every bit of loss is a waste of energy. Everybody lives with burdens to bear. I have my share of unfortunate events, and so do others. And it's rude to expose that without the listener's agreement. They'll be bothered to learn something they didn't really have to know. They're already carrying a hefty load of emotional baggage, and telling them your sob story will feel like you're showing off how heavy your own baggage is. They might feel a bit of sympathy, but they'll also be displeased. Thanks, Roland, for your life advice. Don't overexpress your feelings, whether you're happy or sad, and say goodbye to each other with the appropriate words. It's all for the sake of each other. This sounds even more tiring to me. And I shouldn't let my feelings distract me from my librarian work, most of all. I gotta stay level-headed and help you collect books about the city. You're right. As soon as you become useless to me, I'll dispose of you. Then I'll go back to my duties as being a useful servant for the sake of my survival, ma'am. Greeting. Shut up. I don't need a greeting from a despicable piece of junk. Do I have the sound effects on? Yeah, I do. I thought there would be a sound effect to accompany that, but... I don't need a greeting from a despicable piece of junk. I'm here for Mars's book. I'll get his book, kill all of the monsters here, and blow your head clean off. I'm afraid your third statement is going to be difficult for you to fulfill, dear guest. I said shut up. May you find your book in this place. Mars the Cloud, wannabe of the Project Moon world. That was actually my first thought as well. When that line came up, I was like, oh, like Cloud. Lulu's friend. So those are the powerful nerds you talked about, huh? They look too clean and lean. It's like I'm looking at the textbook example of boring. I don't know if that's a specific line for the floor of technological sciences, but that does feel very on brand for Yasad. Calling him, like, very boring and clean. I don't want to kill you by accident. Here we go. Motion level up, yay! Sorry that these fights take a while. It's because I want these books. So I have to bring the emotion level up. I think 2 is the maximum right now, so it should be fine for me to kill that one now. As for you, I don't really super want to kill you. What if I do this? There we go, I can kill them now. Okay, goodbye. Sadly I gotta go dinner time, but I'll luck for now. But do have fun, bud. Yep, I'm gonna end the stream right after this as well, so don't worry about it, you won't miss much. Now, if I just... Oh, there you go. Bye-bye. Library breaking friendships every day. Yup, that's what we're good for. Ruining everyone's lives. But at least Angela's happy. Kinda. Well, no, she's not. She's Angela. Okay. Now... Should be fine, right? Oh, please don't kill her too. Oh, well, he's Sagara. Just try not to kill them too fast, okay? 3 to 5. That's a pretty strong page for the moment. I guess I could do this. Will this work? Maybe it's worth doing this. Rampage. Hopefully it doesn't kill. There we go. You're fine. Oh, you're already at level 2. Okay, it's fine to kill you now. You deal with that. You deal with that. This one is going to hit Shy Guy, but that's okay. Sorry, Shy Guy. Oh, well, I didn't really want to kill that one, but I guess I don't need too many copies of those books. Now let's just kill Lulu, and it'll be fine. Oh wait, you do this. Wallop, Wallet might be better. There we go. Good work. Sorry, Lulu. Oh, don't have enough light for that. Okay. Alright, good work, everyone. Are you feeling guilt or any strong emotions? I'd be lying if I said I felt nothing, but I've already seen plenty of these cheap tragedies. Been the victim myself a whole lot of times, too. You sound like a seasoned veteran for someone who introduced himself as a washed-up fixer. I have my reasons. What, are you curious? You said it's a rude thing to do, didn't you? Besides, I could simply turn you into a book and read your story if I really wanted to know. Whoa, now let's not go there yet. Well, how about you? I'm curious to know what our head librarian thinks. Me? Indifferent. I've also seen relationships and scripted deaths too many times in repeat. So I've been trying to run a system where people are free to choose their own destiny this time around. Free from any coercion. I mean, sure, they all read the warnings on the invitations and agreed to those terms by signing their names, but it's still a bit dirty, you know? You're unkillable and I can revive whenever I die. Again with that. I thought you said my method's fair. Yeah, you aren't wrong. Much more polite and fair than most things in the city. That's not a high bar, Roland. That's really not a high bar. Okay, actually, maybe I'll do this reception of hard, not reception. The realization. Is it a realization or just an abnormality battle? I don't remember what they're called. But anyway, today shall I look fun? The kid still hides behind masks. I gotta be considerate of its mood. Oh, okay. Dice gain different amounts of power depending on the current face. But which face is which? I'm assuming if it's smiling, then it'll get less power. Hopefully. There we go. Okay, so I just have to wait for it to be smiling. Shyness, gain plus 5 power. Okay. We're just gonna do this. I probably should put some light regen pages on you. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Ah, shit. I pressed it too late. Shit. Oh, well, that's still okay. It's not the worst. Yes. Here we go, stagger. Yes, good work, Hod. Thank you. Yay. I think the first time I did that fight, I didn't realize that you had to look at the background. I'm actually still not sure if that's the mechanic, but I think it is. Alright, here's the books you asked for. Thanks, Mr. Roland. No need to be so courteous. You can drop the Mr. and just call me Roland. Can I? Roland. Much better. It feels kinda awkward to speak like this right away. You'll get used to it. How's the collection going, by the way? I'm not sure if the city has anything worth being called literature. It seems like each person's life counts as a work of literature. The story of one's life is written out like a book of its own. And that's why people write autobiographies. And in that story, comedy and tragedy intertwine in a complex way. It's hard to define anyone as pure evil, or pure good for that matter. Everyone has their own personal affairs. That's why I'm wondering if it's really okay to blindly hate someone. The fixers from the streetlight office were like a happy family, but we killed them just to get their books. I understand that it was their choice to come here, and we have our own goal to achieve, but still, it feels like I'm making excuses for myself. You see, Hard, taking everyone's personal affairs into consideration is only going to end up giving you a headache. You'd sometimes be just as confused as if you hadn't thought about it at all. Thinking about moral standards and fundamental courses and all that only makes everything blurry. All the while your heart is about to burst from the emotional baggage that won't go away. In times like that, you just go straight to where your heart leads. No need to learn or know any further. It's much easier that way. That's your advice as a seasoned Vixer, Roland? I guess so. Here's a favorite phrase of mine. That's that, and this is this. We don't live in a world that can embrace everyone's private matters. Sounds like you've come to terms with reality. Did ages ago. It surely was an easy and comfy way to live, all things considered. Just go with the flow wherever it may lead. Thanks for the advice. I might need to think about this topic a little more. But? The phrase you mentioned might give you comfort for a short while, but it doesn't sound like a motto that will redeem your life. Well, I guess people have their own ways of interpreting things. I'll leave the books here. See you later then. Pew, 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 pew. Alright. Oh, am I out of Urban Legend? Oh wait, that was Urban Myth just now. Am I in Urban Legend? And I savor the magnificent fragrance of the sacrifice, which fills my room. Tell me, who do you think will be the one to get through all this mist and claim the collapsed nest in the end? It's hard for me to predict the outcome of this event, Underboss. It has been a while since we were involved in a bloodshed of this scale. However, it is certain that we should not allow the index to take over the yolk. Well said. The middle, the ring, and the pinky all seem to be too occupied with their own business to take part in this strife, so that's a relief. Have you heard of the library, a recently appointed urban legend? Perhaps it will be closely related to this nest we're so concerned with. Go on. Was that the thumb? Underboss. I don't know if those cutscenes are all from the Hana Association or if that one was from the thumb, because it sounded... Anyway. Looks like we're about to ride a real big wave. What wave? At this rate, the library will soon be exalted to being an urban legend from its status as an urban myth. The city is brimming... That's not how that word is said at all. The city is brimming with cheap urban myths. It's really hard to tell which are real and which are all made up. What's more, a lot of these urban myths turn out to be pretty plain and boring when you get down to the root of it all. The real fun begins when an urban myth gets recognized as an urban legend. You're being too roundabout. If the associations designate us with a higher grade, we can expect to attract guests of higher classes with more valuable information. Is that what you're trying to say? You got it. Urban legends get talked about. People will begin to acknowledge us as an actual phenomenon in the city that's worth their attention. You see, when I was a kid, my grandma used to tell me all these tales about all sorts of urban legends. They would always send a chill down my spine. Ah, bugger. Didn't want to be reminded of the old days. Family? Yeah, a family. I lost them all though. So you're without a family now. No one's with me anymore. I was raised by my grandma. Don't know how my parents passed away, and grandma disappeared without notice one day. And then... never mind. There's nothing special. What were you even trying to say? Anyway, you said your goal is to get this one book that will give you freedom, right? That's right. I want the freedom to leave this place, and the freedom to live as myself, and the freedom to forget. Then, is freedom the only reason you're trying to gather all these books? You're only half right. During my time living underground, I could only pick up fragmented information about the outside world. I've seen and heard the same stories over and over again. I want to hear new stories now. I want to see new faces. That's also why I'm looking for the book that contains everything about the world. And a little bit of revenge at the same time. Revenge, huh? For what? I'm taking revenge on the abominable person and world that made me into what I am. Only after I've completely and thoroughly destroyed everything he dreamed for will my freedom finally be whole. So you'll eventually get to the freedom and vengeance you want if we keep following where this red invitation leads us to. It will guide me to the book that will let me achieve such things. To be exact, how exactly those wishes will come true is beyond me. The one book that will complete me in the library. If I can find that one absolute book containing everything I want to know, all will be resolved. Wait, hold on. That's your whole plan? Just find the book? You don't exactly know how to earn that freedom and stuff? The only thing I know for sure is that I myself will become whole at the end of the journey led by the invitation. The library has infinite space. I could extract infinite books from the countless guests and store them all if I wanted to. But simply collecting books that are mostly filled with junk without a clear purpose in mind is rather inefficient, don't you think? Hence the invitation's guidance along the path that leads to the book I wish to obtain, as I explained before. Let's say that you got the one book somehow, but you don't even know what it'll exactly do to you to make you whole. I don't care what happens to me. I'll be satisfied with anything as long as I can get the results. It's almost scary how tenacious you are. Netzach, Librarian of the Arts, is lying flat on the floor. Netzach casts a glimpse at Roland while still lying on the floor before turning back again. I like these little guys, these little green blobs. They seem cool, very cute. I don't know what they are. There's one on Roland's head. Look at him. Aww. That's cute. The books are all over the floor too. I'm sensing zero motivation to work. Hello, Mr. Netzach, patron librarian. If you keep refusing to cooperate, Angela's gonna raise hell with me. Please wake up. Know how it feels to give everything you got to make something only to see it completely break. I tried so hard building a sandcastle and it got swept away by the waves. And I bet it was Angela who made those waves. I was woken up once again and called on to take charge of the work I don't want yet again. Leave me alone for a bit. I want to go back to sleep. Boy oh boy, how could every one of you hate Angela so much? Please help me out, will ya? We're on the same boat, you know? He barely sits up. You're pitiable, man. How'd you end up in a place like this? I know, right? I think I'm in a pretty miserable spot too. So can you please spare some of that sympathy for us working hard together? You probably know already, but I'm Netzach, librarian on the artsy floor. And a proper introduction from me as well. I'm Roland, Angela's servant and library worker. I gotta wonder, how am I always left with the kind of work that doesn't suit me at all? You tell me. I never thought I'd work in a library of all places either. Anyway, you're gonna be sorting books related to the arts from the bunch I bring, yeah? Apparently. Can you go back now since we're done exchanging names and all? He lies back down on the floor again. Look, you can lie down all you want, but you're gonna do your work, right? It's not like I have a choice in that matter. I'm counting on you. Please make sure to work, alright? He shoos Roland away. Thanks, Netzach. Go, give us nothing. I wanna do that I wanna do that abnormality battle, but I really shouldn't, because I said I was gonna end the stream like half an hour ago. Okay. I'm actually gonna end it now. Thank you everyone for coming by. Hopefully I'll be able to stream Library of Ruina once every week on Saturdays. Maybe more if I'm feeling... bless me, if I'm feeling like it. I'll upload this to YouTube as well, the VOD. Thank you everyone for coming. If you want to get a nugget named after you, for whatever reason, you can join the Discord and put a picture in the Project Moon channel, and I'll try to add them. And also specify like which floor you want and everything. It would be very fun. お疲れ様、ありがとうよ。終わりです。ありがとう。聞いてくださってありがとうございました。Thank you everyone for coming. Goodbye.